Jeffrey from Twitch.
Jeffrey from Twitch. That sounded like what is that from?
What?
Jeffrey from Twitch. I think there's a movie or show. Okay, never mind. Oh my God.
I have no idea. I want to know.
What is that? Which way did he go? No, that's not George. Which Joey? Oh God.
You're hearing a line in your head.
Yeah. I can't. It's not coming out. Da 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 da.
Jeffrey from
Twitch.
Jeffrey from Twitch. Welcome to the Jump Up Show. It's Jeffrey from Twitch.
Oh Lord.
Oh, this one says the Time with Dark Squad. That's a different show.
Nah, it's not like Dark Squad. No.
Like my bathroom? No, you like the foyer of this downtown building, or do you like this? Looks very I don't know, busy. There's a lot going on. This one looks kind of okay. I like that one. Ooh, this one looks like we get some bucking. Yeah. Hello, the radio station.
There you are.
That's pretty spot on. Sometimes at work, because I use the damn Zoom, and I finally changed my name on it because every fucking time I was on a company Zoom, it said Jeffrey Sinatra on it. And they're like, Sinatra? I thought your name was Adams. I'm like, well, you know, Adams is my stage name. They're like, are you a singer or something? I'm like, yes.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell them like I'm two strikes into a fucking permanent YouTube ban for being too conservative. Although I work for a Mormon organization founded by Mormon people, so I think we get along just fine politically. But it's like one of those things you don't want to tell people. So you sing, I'm like, well, listen to listen to this voice. Can't you imagine? They're like, all the women are like, yeah. And the men are like, well, yeah, kind of.
Oh,
like, you're really a singer? I'm like, I'm really not a singer. I'm a real estate agent, though. Look.
Yeah. Got the picture and everything.
Yeah. Oh.
Half the time I come on here and it says Missy, and half the time I go onto my group and it says Mama Fox, and I'm like,
yeah.
No, wait, time out. I fixed that.
Fly me to the moon. Hey, what's she doing? She got a nice ass. Let me stay among the stars. I'm gonna put on an avatar. I'm gonna bite her. Trust me.
Oh Lord.
You
can't reach all the way around.
Meow, bitch. Give me that push. If you have an avatar,
leave the kitty alone.
Leave the kitty alone. That's what she. You want me to pet your kitty? I got you. You want me to smack that kitty?
They smack it, flip it, rub it down. What is that?
Yeah. Everybody thinks you have to treat a kitty. Everyone thinks you have to treat it gently, right? There's this misunderstanding because cats will scream at you, sometimes, but you don't realize you're usually getting screamed at because they want you to pet them harder. It's true.
Such an ass.
It's true. So this feels like a two-pronged story, but I'm just talking about cats, I'm sure.
Yeah, you are.
So I learned how to manhandle a cat. I'm not kidding. This is a true story. When I was a teenager, where people are too gentle with cats. They really are. I can come up to a cat, any fucking cat in the street, and will walk up to me and will walk between my legs, and I will grab it by its scruff, and I will fling it out in front of me, like paws first, and then I start stroking its back from its head all the way down to its butt really hard, and they will claw, they will hold on to the fucking cement, and then let me stretch them out completely as I go, yeah, 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 you like that? And just stretch the cat completely out. And like all this fur just comes fucking out of, I just got like handfuls of fur coming off of the cat, but the cat's just like, ha, ha, ha. And I can do to any cat, I should promise you. And then the fucking cat will just be like, I'll stop, and the cat will be like, it doesn't know what to do, and it'll just put itself on its back, like, you own me, master. Then I can put, I'm not kidding. It's a two-pronged story. This matters in the bedroom too. So then I put a finger underneath the cat's armpits, the front of their armpits, and then I can spin them, literally spin them like a top by using their armpit as the centrifuge. And I'm like, and the fucking cat will just spin out of control and then stop itself, and then look around and be like, like, you want more, bitch?
Again.
And the cat wants more, and I'll just yeah, and just fuck that cat up, and they love me for it. They will follow me around forever. So I was telling my dad about it once, and he was like, yeah, he goes, this cat, whatever, all in the cul-de-sac. It's like, she's, she's kind of bitchy. Like she acts like she wants to be pet, and then she wants to bite you. I'm like, oh, really? You want to see something cool? I'm the cat whisperer. He's like, you're not the cat whisperer. I'm like, I am the cat whisperer. Watch me. So I'm like, come here, cat. Sure enough, I did exactly what I tell you. Grab the cat, fling her out. She grabs onto the fucking concrete. I just start fucking molesting that cat. Tear it up. Fucking loves it. Grab him in the armpit, spin it around like a top, flip it around. I will flip a cat and do flips with it with my finger in his armpit, holding onto it. Flip him this way, like it's fucking, like I'm in band or something. It's the strangest thing. And then, my dad's watching this. He goes, holy shit. I can't fucking believe. How did you figure out how to even do that the first time without getting killed? He's like, yeah. You just showed me that, like, he goes, the cat, you can see, ding, the brain shuts off, and it's just like, you own me, Poppy, do what you want. Because I've never seen anyone handle a cat like that before. I said, it was pretty cool, huh? It's like, how long have you been doing this? I'm like, years. I don't know. Just whenever I see a cat, or my own cat, or whoever's cat, somebody's cat. Every cat, you fling them out, and then you just fucking. So yeah, it feels good. They like having all their fur pulled, like they do. They want to have their hair pulled, and you get all that loose hair out too, and they're really grateful for that too. And all that dander, it's a big old fucking cloud. I think they're very grateful. It's literally like grooming them. They're being groomed basically times 1,000 by me all at once, and it feels remarkable. And they don't know what to do with it except for enjoy it. I just found out cats like to be groomed. I just groom them hard. And he goes, that's literally the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, goes, everyone wants to brag about their kid for something. It's like, and you got enough talent that I can usually find something to brag if I want to, but the cat whisperer, that's fucking insane. I said, you should give it a shot. I said, here's the key. Don't hesitate. Don't ask for permission. You just got to fucking get in there and own it. If you don't own that cat will own you. He's like, all right. And then he reaches down and the cat bites him. Yep. The fuck? And I'm like, you hesitated. So much like felines, I find that women and cats.
As much
just gotta fling them out there and then just fucking get on it. Just fucking get on it. Stop asking for permission. Just tear that.
As much as I so want to argue with you about this, I can't. Nope. Yeah.
And if you If you think you're being too rough, you're not. Go in like 1.5 more. You'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll let you know.
I was gonna say, when you get the foot upside the head,
Yeah.
back off a touch. Just
Yeah,
back
she'll let
off
you
a
know.
touch.
Yeah.
She'll tell you. She'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you have to take a running jump at that clit, you know, and just fucking bam, then you know what? If that's what it takes, then take her over the top. Don't start there, you know. But if you gotta get there, then get there. You know?
Right, right. Yep.
You know, you'll know because you'll know.
There's a time and place for general.
Right.
There is.
Hey,
Every woman will. There is, but it's not always.
She'll be happy with the little orgasms. They're fabulous and whatnot. But then, you know, the one that where she can't remember your name and yet she's worshiping you at the same time, that's the one to attain. That's the one where she goes, oh no, I was scared. That's not bad. Like, scared is not bad. They're scared because they think they're going to come so hard they're going to shit the bed. That's an orgasm. I was afraid of what? They're telling you I was afraid I was going to shit. That's how hard I came. It's a compliment. Take it. Go with it. Don't be a pussy.
What have I been doing wrong all these years? I've never had that worry.
Oh, never come so hard that you thought
No.
you're gonna
No.
I mean, that's an orgasm. That is a strong contraction. That's your uterus is engaged. Your body thinks you're going into labor, like you're not sure. Everything's just like, how did I come in 4 different spots of my organs? I don't understand. It was clitoral, it was G-spot, it was uterine.
What? No.
Yeah. Apparently there's like six places that you can originate an orgasm through.
No.
From, yeah. I found them all.
Why does that not surprise me?
Of course. What the fuck was that? I love that. What was that? Did that work? That worked, yeah. I don't know what that was, and I don't know what you did, but
do it again.
That's never happened. Did you like it? Duh. Yeah, I could tell. No, seriously, what was that? What was that?
Wow.
Did I have an orgasm via my cervix? Yeah. Absolutely can. Yeah. It's a different approach. You're not gonna go punch that thing in the head. That's no fun.
No, you're gonna get kicked in the head if you try.
It's a very gentle approach. It's a swirly, gentle approach. Promise you. And then right behind the cervix, the back wall, between where the cervix and the uterus, right there. Woo. Little paintbrush back there. Fucking rock.
This is kind of, honestly, this sounds painful.
It's not. It would be painful if you, like I said, if you're gonna, go punch somebody in the cervix, that hurts.
Yeah.
So you don't. That's a little swirly, clockwise and counterclockwise swirly. Actually, once your brain goes, wait, what?
Yeah, that's what my brain's doing now. What?
And then your brain goes, oh shit. Different. Those nerve endings are all connected, and so everything with nerve endings is meant to contract, expand, or contract, right? Based on different functions. Cervix obviously expands up to 10 centimeters. For childbirth, right? It can be stimulated to start to expand and contract, and and that releases hormones in your brain, and then your brain goes, "What the fuck? This is." Yeah. So, yeah, there's parts.
Wow.
I don't remember what spots they call. I don't know, G spot, L spot, F spot, fuck spot. I just call it fun.
Right.
Like, are there any left?
That's fair.
You want to have an orgasm in your navel? No, I hate it when people touch my navel. I know.
I know.
Hate it. You know why you hate it? because it's connected to the same nerve pathway as your clit. That's why it's uncomfortable when you touch it.
But like, yeah, it's very comfortable. It almost
it's very,
converts.
it's sensitive, and plus it's running through the vagus nerve pathway, right? And that's what regulates your breathing and your. So yeah, when you push into the navel, then you're pushing into that nerve, and then it feels like your clit's gonna pop, but not in a good way. In a like,
Yeah, no, it's not.
But you're acutely aware of it, but you don't know how to explain it. You're just like, that was uncomfortable. That's because some rando put their finger in your navel and it made your clit wake up. And you're like, oh, but it woke up from the reverse direction. So you're used to forward nerve stimulation on it. You can recognize that easier, but you're not used to the nerve pathway coming from within and then out through your clit. That just feels like weird. Like, did I just hit a brick wall? What just happened?
Right.
But it's the same for men too. Your glands is connected the same way. Same thing. You push on that, and you're like, "What?" Feels like somebody like yanked your dick, but in reverse.
wow.
And you're like, "Oh, that's awkward." So, if you understand that connection exists, then a gentle approach, and usually a combo approach of clitoral, and then probably G-spot, and then navel will give your woman an experience that, again, she will make statues of you on Mount Rushmore. Be like, what was that? That was called a holy shit. That's what I kept saying. Holy shit. I don't usually, when people touch my navel at all, I'm like, that's correct. Yes, most people don't, because they don't know what to do with that stimulation. It just feels like you're being molested. It does.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Someone thinks they're gonna touch my belly button, I'm immediately nope.
Right.
Like,
right.
Nope.
Right. So a lot of people have an aversion with their navel, so it's important to have discussion and trust and listen to the feedback. So
plus I have a lot of scar tissue. Because I've had a lot of laparoscopic surgeries. That's where they put everything in through your navel.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Welcome to the Shelf Help Show.
Shelf Help Show.
50 ways to please your lover. I remember when I was for my 16th birthday, my friend Chris, we then shortly thereafter became not friends. I believe he bought me a book called The Secrets of a Multi-Orgasmic Female, something like that. And it's purple. And it was in like the women's sex section, of course. But since it was my birthday and we were teenagers, he wanted to give me something he thought would be embarrassing. But I was like, fuck yeah, thanks, man. I'm gonna do some research. I remember my mom was like, I want to read that when you're done. I'm like, you're gross. Just okay, that's fine. I don't care. But yeah, he was like, prank gift. And I was like, gonna get more chicks than you. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Just you thought I was gonna be embarrassed when you got me that Beverly Hills 90210. Dylan, is that what was his name? Dylan,
yeah.
Dylan. He
Luke,
was not
whatever.
Luke. Luke was his real name?
His name. His character was Dylan.
Luke. Luke Perry.
Yeah.
He was so dreamy.
He was.
So, teenage gifts, I get a Luke Perry framed picture. It says, he's so dreamy, written in hand script for my friend Bob, who then convinces my mom and dad that I have to be forced to keep it on the back of my door because my bed was facing the back of the door. I have to keep it on the back of my door under threat of getting my car taken away And they agreed for my birthday. You will not take that off the back of your door. We will ground you from your car. I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, that's how much your friends love you. They negotiate punishment if you if you avert your gaze from Luke Perry.
Yeah.
We watched that 8 Second movie, right? 8 Second.
Mhm.
He played the rodeo guy. And I
Yep.
was like, and because after that movie, apparently I said his name 3 times, maybe 4 times. It might have been like he was so good. I don't believe I said he was dreamy. I might have. I'm not sure how that came out, but I was like, apparently I wanted to spend 8 seconds with Luke Perry, according to my male friends, which is why they got me that picture. I don't have a
Nice.
crush. I just said he was really good in that movie. And they're like, yeah, he's so dreamy good.
It was.
Remember when you could be friends with people and you can mock and tease each other and it wasn't a hate crime?
Right? Yeah.
I was
Good
going
old
through
days.
I was going through my the what are those things called? The albums you get in your
Yearbook.
yearbook. Thank you. That's
Yearbook.
I was going through the yearbooks at the reunion, and I was like, wow, we would all be canceled. There,
Yep.
there's guys dressing as girls. That's not appropriate.
Right.
'Cause that wasn't gender expression. They were mocking. Or a guy making his best buddy wear a wig and lipstick, which was mocking him. But really, now that would be a hate crime because we were.
Mm-hmm.
It was so dumb because we were acting out the patriarchy,
Right.
the oppressive patriarchy in high school. Everything was inappropriate. Who cares?
Exactly.
Hey, Schofeld Show. What's going on, guys? What's up, Mama Fox?
Nothing. You have chat up?
I don't have chat up. I'll pull up Twitch if you pull up.
Facebook?
Facebook. If you're on Facebook, pop over. Twitch.tv/Geoffrey Sinatra. We have 132 followers now, thanks to Mama Fox.
Got us a few.
Yeah, she's out there pimping for us, so I like that. Only 4 subscribers, one of which is her, one of which is probably Rebecca, and one of which by my mother. I don't know who number 4 is, but we were at 12. If any of y'all want to do that again, that would be nice.
I know I hit 6
couple
months,
ducats
so.
help pay the bills, because I've been struggling, big pimping the game.
I got another one the other day. We had a person and he said he does Twitch channels, so we swapped and I went and followed him, and I guess he was going to come over and follow us. So
nice.
I talk a lot with my hands. I just looked down and saw myself like. I know I do. Sometimes I just forget. Sorry.
I don't know why this chick's behind me, but I like her. Somehow looking at her butt, I tried to bite it, right? And then I started talking about orgasms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was an obvious segue.
John's not even here.
I know, right? Maybe I was just thinking about how I want her to be writing my name on the board or writing her name, and then as Mrs. Adams. Like I wonder, like let's say her name was I'll make a mush. No, let's say Rebecca. That's safe.
Okay, yeah.
Miss Rebecca Adams. Miss Rebecca Adams. That's how hard I made her come. She was already changing her name in her head.
Oh, she was doing the doodles in her head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
She was already, she was fantasizing about our honeymoon.
Wow.
Yeah. You could get a woman to marry you just over that, just so you know. Because, I mean, men suck in general, and women still have this biological imperative to marry them. Can you imagine what a leg up some young men would have if they can walk in and know how to give a woman 5 different types of orgasms?
Yeah,
You could have your pick of the litter.
yeah, absolutely.
She's
Absolutely.
probably going to pick up after you and make you a sandwich. I'm just saying, you don't have to demand it. She's just going to do it.
I was gonna say, every guy that's ever even made that joke after sex with me, I boxed his ears. I fucking hate that joke. God, I hate that joke. But if I had that, yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
And then I would box my own ear for doing it, but I would still do it.
But here's the thing: the man who knows how to make that happen would never demand the sandwich. Never.
Right.
So then you would just
But
do
I
it.
would give
You
it.
would just do it
Yep.
out of kindness. Like, here, I want to do this. Oh, thank you. You're so
Yeah.
sweet. I appreciate that. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Oh,
Again,
thank you.
and again and again.
Rebecca said she was she touched base with Jeff Coy a bit at the reunion, and he said something like he goes, I went back and I looked at some shows, and I can see that he really is in love with you. Like, you can see it. He goes, I didn't see it all the time, but now I can see it. Like, that man loves you, like loves you. And she said, I know. And she said, yeah, I know. I literally never had any man love me the way he does. And I just hope that I can be worthy of it and love him the way he needs. So that's interesting. It's a good conversation to have.
Yeah.
For friendships, for relationships to come to some understanding. But she was telling me this, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I do. Yeah. It's like,
Tongue tied you up. What the hell?
I said, we all have faults. We all have faults, and we all have opportunities, and we all have character flaws, and we all have all these things. I said, but if you find somebody, you got the right mix of the other, like all the things, you can work through anything. You can work through that shit. The hard part about navigating relationships is when people start making demands, but they don't make inroads with you. Or they make demands, but they haven't spent the time to show you that how much they do love you and how much they don't judge you and how much they, like, a lot of people will listen to other people's stories so they can find out how to have leverage. They'll listen to their past, they'll listen to their tales, and then they'll use that as leverage. It'll come up in a fight. It'll come up in a moment of insecurity. And they'll like, well, one time you told me that time you took 2 dicks or whatever, like it's something like that. Like, you come up with like the meanest thing to take somebody and like beat them over the head with it. And it's so incredibly damaging, like permanently damaging. And I think people miss that. Is if you shame somebody, if you shame your partner when you told them that you weren't judging, and then they find out that you were, and it could be years later, it could be 10 years later, they find out that you have harbored a judgment against them and had this like holier than thou position that whole time, you can permanently damage a relationship.
Oh, yes.
Out of desperation, because you're just angry and you're like, well, but at least I'm not blah, blah, blah. And they're like, what?
Yeah. And out of that anger, you've now lost that other person's trust.
Yeah.
Because they trusted you not to judge them.
Yep.
And they trusted you to have understanding and compassion for them, that you said you did, if you said you did. And now they find out that this whole time, or whether it was yesterday's fight, yesterday's story, or like you said, 10 years down the road story, that fight comes up and you throw something in their face. Now, not only are they going to question your trust and your compassion for that story, it's across the board that you are now going to be questioned.
Yep.
That person's going to think in their head, what about this? What about that? What about that? That break in that trust is going to be widespread.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
People miss it. People miss it. And then to me, it's still shocking to me when people are still with their partner or spouse if they have shamed them like for something like that. And I'll hear about it from friends and be like, well, my husband told me, I was a fucking whore and there's no way he's not going to believe that I wasn't a whore. I'm like, what? Why are you still with him?
Yeah.
That's a permanent, like, that's not something lightly. That's an absolute impugning your character. That's somebody saying, you disgust me. Let's go to bed.
Right. Turn
No,
off
no,
the
no, no,
light.
no, no, no. If I disgust you, you can leave. If I disgust you, you must leave. Because I will not live where I'm a reflection of your disgust with me. I don't need you in my life. Like it's wild to me that there's certain things that are unforgivable. And there are certain things. And it's mainly around like judgment and breaking trust, just like you said. It's when you share your most vulnerable parts with somebody and then they use it as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're like, well, I understand people are self-centered and I understand we're all flawed human beings, but like this, what makes a bond special between two people who pair bond is that you should have this tacit understanding of, here's all my ugliness, promise me that you won't leave and you won't use it against me. Okay. Here's all my ugliness and my vulnerability, promise me that you won't leave and you won't use it against me. Okay. And that's where you're supposed to build a narrative together, is you're supposed to have each other's back, because it's very rare. Sometimes with siblings, you have siblings who are that close, but otherwise it's rare. It's even rare to have a best friend that you're going to share all of the intimate vulnerabilities with, and it's wild that people can, for whatever reason, people can lose sight of the responsibility that is thrust upon you when you have a relationship like that. And I think it's when two people start to drift and then they start to assume and they start to build a narrative that separates them emotionally, that they start to forget that they had that sacred bond and they had that sacred responsibility. And then something happens and you can watch it as soon as that you see that one person snap and you're like, oh, it's over.
They just don't know it yet.
Yeah, you can see it's over. And we those of us who don't want our relationships to end, and we think somehow we're fucking good enough, smart enough, capable enough to somehow reverse what happened,
Fix it. Yep.
fix it,
Fix
right?
it.
It's that moment when you go, wow, they don't like me. They don't like me. You go, oh fuck. And it's over and you get that feeling in your stomach. You're like, oh no, I don't want loss. So let's just try and patch it.
Yep.
And then you
and,
just.
Yeah. I know. I can just say from a woman's point of view, and I've been in those relationships where I see it. It's like, they don't like the person I am. They don't like what I do. Like no matter what it is, whatever that thing is that I've now realized they don't like. And I've stayed in some of those relationships too long because it's like, well, I've been with this person for, X amount of time. Why is the next person going to like that anyways? So therefore, I'm probably not going to get that next person because they're going to see this, what I take as now a flaw.
Right.
Whether it's a physical flaw, character flaw, whatever that is, an emotional flaw, it's a flaw for me now because that person has now made it my flaw.
Right.
So I already have this person. Do I leave and chance not finding someone because now that flaw is in my head. Now it's going to be portrayed to every other person as my flaw. That's my way of thinking. I'm not saying that that's how it should be,
Right.
or that is how it is, but that is the way of thinking, the process of my thoughts is, and that's why I would stay in these stupid ass relationships,
Right.
Way longer than I ever should have, or even get into the relationship that I never should have even been in,
Right.
because of that fear, that innate fear of I'll never find anyone else.
Right.
And when I moved to California 5 years ago is when I went, I don't need anyone else, honestly. And I,
Right.
it's just been recently that's changed, but for a long time I was just like, but all through, after my first divorce, every relationship after that was basically based in fear that there won't be the next, that there won't be anyone else. And then with that way of thinking, you're lonely. I was lonely, and honestly, that's why I was dumb. But
well, you get lonely, and then you'll take anything. You're just like, I just want
someone.
I want to be wanted.
Exactly. I want a body in that bed or in that kitchen or the chair, whatever, in my life, so that I don't feel like I have to go through this life by myself.
Right.
Which is a shitty reason to be with somebody. Don't do it. Just don't do it. There is someone.
Be by yourself.
Or if there isn't, it's okay that you're by yourself. Yeah, definitely.
You'll learn so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
I learned, and I'm still learning. I mean, even you learn so much about yourself by being alone with yourself. And I remember thinking like it was punishment. And I remember I was like, why does God hate me? Maybe I must have been a horrible person in my past life. Like I was like, I don't understand. Like holidays are coming up and I don't have the kids, and it was all these moments, and I'm like, I would find myself sobbing sometimes. I'm like, I don't think I'm a bad person. Why am I must be a bad person, because bad people deserve punishment like this. Right? Bad people deserve to be alone. And I didn't think I was bad. I thought I was good, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm. And then you start thinking like, what are my negative personality traits? And I'm like, oh my God, I am evil. I must be evil because I'm selfish. Because I think, and then I'm a piece of shit. Fuck it. Like it's it's a
spirals
process.
Fast.
It sucks and it's hard. It is hard to feel that low and to feel like, why does everybody else have somebody and I don't?
Yeah. Because when you're lonely and by yourself, it's like you never notice the other people that are lonely by themselves or happy and by themselves. You just don't notice them. You only notice the couples. You only notice people that are paired up. You only notice the people walking down the street that are holding hands, or you don't notice the two people that are just laughing together because they're friends. You just notice the couples.
Right. And I would think it's so not fair that Lisa was able to literally remove me from her life and my life, our life, remove me from our life, substitute somebody else in. Same house, same furniture, same bed, same Christmas tree, same fucking everything, same meals, same. How did somebody else get tapped into that? And then they get to spend 5 days a week with my kids, and I get to spend 2. That would be like, I don't, and I have to pay her for that privilege of 57 hours a week with my kids and, alternate holidays. And I would just be so dumbfounded. I would just be, how does that happen? I didn't see it coming. How did I not see it coming?
Yeah, I was blindsided too.
How did I get replaced and then forced to pay for my replacement? Talk about inequity in life, people. Imagine being pulled out of your life, saying you don't have this anymore. And by law, you have to pay the other person to maintain that person, to bring a substitute in who had 2 failed marriages and kids who don't talk to him, but now he gets yours. right? Like try and process that and think, I wonder why people commit acts of mass violence. You know, I wonder why people snap and do crazy things. And I go, no, I don't wonder why. Because just repeat back what I said in your life right now. Imagine your life right now with your family, that your spouse can figure it out how to get you out of there and make you pay for it. And you just have to, do you want to see your kids for 57 hours a week? Then you better shut up and just fucking deal with it. Are you bankrupt because of it? Yep, you are. You better figure out how to increase your skill set so you can change careers in your 40s. Figure it out, because you got two options. One is up, the other one is down. And here's the thing. You look around and you go like, if I stood outside my old house, people would call the cops on me. If I stood outside of the property that I owned and I stared in the window and going, I don't understand what just happened, people would say, he's a criminal. Call the cops on him. Like, how am I the criminal? I literally, that was me. That was me a week ago. What? Well, who gets to make that decision? Crazy. And then one last thought, and then I'm going to stop talking about this subject. I had read somewhere that
No, I haven't thought after yours.
Okay, good. I read somebody, it was like a red pill guy who was like, basically, look, it's not that you can't trust women, you can just trust women to be women. So once you get over the fact that you can't believe that she has the capacity, if she needs to do what she has to do in order to protect herself and her kids, if that's what she feels, you know, whether the threat's real or imagined, if that's what she needs to do, they will do it. It's just a biological imperative. They'll figure it out. Once a woman tells you she doesn't want to be with you, she has already made that decision like fucking 3 years ago. If you're married with kids, the day she tells you she wants a divorce, she has said it 150,000 times already in her head. Yep. And she has worked through every fucking detail with friends and mothers, and you know, everybody knows about it except for you. You're the last one to figure it out. It's survival. For her, that decision-making process was the hardest thing to do. So the moment she announced it, there's a reason why you can't negotiate from that point. Because she came to terms with it and she buried your fucking relationship 2 years before, 3 years before. And it's probably over something that you did. You didn't even fucking realize that you killed it. Then you're just like, oh, well, can we try? No. The moment she announces it, it's over. It's over. I always said this, and I've said this to Rebecca too, and anyone I've dated. My ex-wife only had to tell me twice that she wanted a divorce. I believed her the second time. I realized she would not have said that unless she truly meant it. And I said, okay, well then we'll figure out how we're going to do this. That being said, you can be angry at me. You can call me names, call me asshole, call me whatever. It's fine. If you're angry, it's fine. If we're married and you tell me you want a divorce, we're done. To me, it's not funny.
It's not a threat.
It's not a threat. It's a serious fucking thing. If you want to break that social contract, and then you got to tell me one time, because I'm not going to trust you from that point forward. And if you're angry enough to say just to be hurtful, knowing how important that is to me, well, then you probably just damaged being like you've now become somebody that I didn't know you were. So that's the only thing I would say tread lightly on, is if you fucking say, I hate you, I don't want to be with you anymore, I want a divorce. Okay, we're done. It's over. That's it. I'll just pack up and I'll walk away. I'm not going to stick around and try and fight for something that I know is never going to, it's never going to go my way. I'm not going to threaten you into staying with me, and I'm not going to beg either. So be respectful of that. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. Throw a brick at my head. If I deserved it, throw a brick. It's fine. I'm sure I fucking deserved it. I fucking flapped my gums for a hobby. I deserved it. Nobody was no court of law would have an issue with that.
No.
Like, well, we don't know what
Oh.
happened in this argument, but sir, we have about 4,000 hours of him talking.
He deserved it. Yeah, it's okay.
Can you find any reason why anyone wanted to hit him in the head with a brick? Personally. Yeah,
But see,
he could be a challenge. Sounds like he gives great orgasms, though. He knows how to work the odds.
right? Jesus.
What were you going to say?
I was just say it's not always the woman that wants out. I mean, so my first marriage, I was blindsided. I was told I'm gonna leave the house tomorrow. Huh?
That's
What?
crazy. Because
Wait,
it's
what?
it's a 70%. 70% of divorces are initiated by women. So I mean that's
Yeah, he said
nuts.
I felt this way for 6 months, over 6 months. I said, can like I was anything like separated, like divorced, like can we do counseling? I was like anything. Like he was just like, nope. And he literally I slept on the couch that night. Well, literally I didn't sleep. I just laid on the couch and I cried. When he got ready for work the next morning, he packed the bag and left. The thing that kills me is I didn't get alimony. He was generous in the divorce to a degree. I didn't fight, except he wanted extra because in Arizona they only require you to work 40 hours a week to be able to support your child. Anything over that you get to deduct from child support.
Okay.
He worked 60, 70 hours a week. He was scheduled for 50 and I gave him that 10 hours over. But anything beyond that, I said, is your choice to stay at work. So it was the only thing, and we didn't argue. We sat in the lawyer's office and talked about it. And I told him my point, and he told me his point, and I reiterated my point. The lawyer kind of went, she's kind of right. And he went, okay. And so that was the only part of contention, because at that point, I'd just given up. He was gone. And it'd been a year since he'd left the house. And the thing is like, when we got together, there were times when I was pregnant with our son, I couldn't work. I was high risk pregnancy. So after 6 weeks, I couldn't work. So money was tight. It was on his salary. And like we literally for 2 weeks, we'd have $40 for grocery,
Yeah.
Me and him, we struggled. It was tight. Things were so tight. And after the divorce, he has trucks, he has money, he's opened his own restaurant. When our son graduated, it killed me because he's like, here's like this top of the line laptop. Oh, and here's your new vehicle. And I'm just sitting there going, I got you a congratulation card because that's what I could afford because, I'm on disability. And that part, because I didn't get alimony, I didn't get any of that. And that is what killed me the most, was to see. He's a good guy. He is, because, and he'll even say, and he has said it to many people, my mom in particular, like he wouldn't be where he is today if it weren't for me being there with him in the beginning.
Yeah.
So he gives me the props. But the thing that kills me is, we were just laughing about it tonight. He was this skinny little redheaded kind of dork looking. Now he's fucking silver fox, fucking buff, tatted. And I'm like, what the hell? I got the short end of the stick out of that whole fucking relationship. Out of everything, I dealt with all the bullshit. I built his ass up, and then he fucking left me.
Right.
Really, dude?
Right.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. What's fun is when your partner rejects you, to the universe. And then you make improvements without them. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like those moments when Lisa's like, I always knew you would make a super handsome older guy. I was just like waiting for it. Like I knew it, like I knew you. I saw your dad and I was like, oh, okay. Like she's like, I love older men. She's like you're that guy. Like you're just, yeah, you just get more and more handsome. I'm like, thanks, I appreciate that. Awkward.
Here I go now.
Or, obviously how hard I work. She knows how hard I've always worked. And she's like, I always respected that about you. Always. Because your work ethic is insane.
Mhm.
Like, it's absolutely insane. People don't know how hard you work at things. I'm like, yeah, well, you commit to something and you got to stick with it. Plus, I have responsibility for my family, And she's like, yeah, but look at you. Like,
Yep.
she's like, I'm with the dude who's made the same amount of money for like the last 10 years. I never even would ask for a raise because, he's a worker bee. And I would say, like, yeah, you ever thought about moving up or trying new things? He's like, no. She's like, she goes, I get mad at him because he's not you. And it's not his fault. But fuck, like, what man doesn't try and at least better himself occasionally? Like, just maintain.
Just maintain.
Yeah. She's like, it's insane. I said, well, most people. There's a reason why your leaders are, 10% of the population, because
Mhm.
we're the only ones who are wired for it. You can't make a leader out of most people because they're not wired for it. They're not comfortable with it. They don't, they don't know they don't know how to do it. They don't know what it means. They don't know. It feels like a lot of responsibility because it is, but it isn't. When you lead people, your job is not to make them do their job. It's to inspire them to be better than average. Shit, I would just inspire people to be average. It's fine. Just show up and be average. You'll win. You'll win every time.
Right.
If you show up and be average, you can be a boss. If you show up and you exceed the average consistently, you can be an executive.
Right.
And if you show up and you can exceed average and then you can inspire other people, you can be the CEO. You can just take over. That's what it takes. People don't like to show up.
Right.
It's the weirdest thing. I've spent 25 years. I started managing people when I was 19 at Pizza Hut. So how old am I? Yeah,
48.
that's a long time, right?
Yeah.
Shit. So what is it? 27 years, I guess.
29.
I spent 27, 28, 20, I don't know, since 1993 managing people. And it is so interesting that people are afraid of success because pressure and expectations come with it. And
Yeah.
people will sabotage their jobs always in order to ensure that they don't have too much success. And it's so interesting. But they will declare otherwise. They will tell you their intent is otherwise. Always. Yeah. I want to be rated a number 5. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to get my promotions. And then you go, okay, execute these behaviors. 5 behaviors I need to execute on a daily basis. Go. And you're like, yeah, I got this. And then you're like, you did none of those behaviors. Absolutely none. What the fuck went through your head? People, there's human nature is such a fickle bitch. It's so interesting. But there's something inside of people that says, like, don't try too hard. Don't do too well. Do just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah. Go ahead and sabotage this one. Hey, I know your brain tells you, let's say you have a customer service job. People call up, they're going to act a certain way. Your brain says, this is the right thing to say. And then the other part of your brain goes, yeah, but you want to say this. And say, yeah, but if we say what we want to say, we'll probably get in trouble. And if we get in trouble, then we're probably not going. And then your brain goes, yeah, just fuck it. Do it.
Just say it. Yeah.
Just say the wrong thing.
Yep.
And then sure enough, you open your mouth and they fucking say the wrong thing. You're like, that's a fail. You just failed your fucking job. And they're like, what? I did it one time. And you're like, how can in your life, how can you think A, B, and C behaviors will give me some sort of security, ensure that I have a roof over my head and I can at least eat Taco Bell. And then the lack of A, B, and C behaviors will now give me not a career, but a job that's going to be a wishy-washy for 6 months to a year at best before you're fucking run out or you quit before we fire you. Like, which path do you want to go down? They're like, I am going to go down the successful ABC path because I want security, a roof over my head, and Taco Bell. Like, okay, that's what I want for you too. Then let's make that happen. And they're like, yep, but I can't help myself.
Right.
My fucking nature is going to force me to opt out and fail, and then you're going to be dumbfounded because you're like, I don't understand. How can I not get people to just show up and do ABC? My job is to encourage you to show up and do ABC. Why is my job even necessary? I had years where I was angry that my job was necessary as a manager. Years. I was mad. I was like, they're like, hey, how you liking your job at, Geico? And I was like, fucking hate it. Why? I was like, I can't believe my job exists. Why am I responsible for a dozen people that I got to come in and be like, hey, do your job? Like, that's so fucking dumb. Why are human beings so fucking stupid? I mean, the fact that I just want to be responsible for me. That would be weird, right? Wouldn't that be weird? But then I'm like, but that's too easy for me. I need a challenge because I get bored otherwise. And then if I get bored, then I'll make bad choices anyways. So I'm not gonna be better off. So I have to keep myself busy. So then I have to be responsible for other people because I know how to master me, so I can help them master them too. But it's going to be a nonstop motherfucking losing battle. And it is so rare that you have somebody who will come in and do something with any level of excellence or effortless excellence. And when that happens, you're like, that person just became the new ruler of the universe. You see the golden child. They're like, look, you want me to do these 3 things consistently. Check it out. I'm going to smile when I do it. I'm going to mean it. This is fun. I enjoy this. Missy, why is that so rare?
See, I always went into a job and I was the golden child. I did A, B, and C with a smile, and then I did D, E, and F. Okay. I always went above and beyond whatever that job requirement was. And many, many times I got to the position where I would have been promoted, and then I would go, nope, no, wait, time out.
Right.
Because at this point, I'm just responsible for me. But if I take that, like you said, that it's going to make sure there's a roof over my head and I can eat Taco Bell and pay my bills, yep, because I'm going to have that promotion, which is that wage increase and the stability. But that also means now I'm responsible for other people. No, that's just not me.
Yeah.
I would freak out. Granted, I was still young too, because I started working at 15 3/4, and yeah, so I went into office work very young, and I do good. I mean, that's kind of my forte.
Yeah.
I ran the charter company I worked for. At the end, I was the only other one in the office that did, and I did all of it because I had to. There wasn't anywhere for me to go up though.
Right.
So I didn't have that pressure of, if I do too good,
right,
they're going to try to promote me.
Right.
And then I'm going to be responsible for other people, because literally I had my 2 bosses and me. I was the only one that worked that office. So I did every job in that office, and I did it great because I learned it.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Yeah.
So but I didn't have the pressure of doing too good of a job.
Right.
Because then if you get offered a promotion and you're like, thanks, but no thanks.
Right.
It doesn't ever turn out good.
Right.
I've had those jobs too, where then it's
right,
like,
now it's over.
Now they're like, why are you still here? this job. And literally I've been pushed out. It kind of made miserable enough that I've quit.
Employers need to understand, like, again, 10% of your population will have the capacity or desire to be in management. 90% don't want to do it. And there's nothing wrong with people retiring, doing the same work that they did for 30 fucking years. It's acceptable. It should be desirable. You should have somebody who has mastered the craft of that job, who comes in and makes it look effortless, and they can handle it as well as some other ancillary things. And they go home and you know that your business is taken care of. There's nothing wrong with you. Literally need that. But there's this mentality out there in the workforce that everybody thinks they want a promotion, and everybody thinks they want to be a boss, and everybody thinks they want to be something other than what they are. And I'm like, dude, just master the work you're doing. When I started working at Geico in 1999, I remember people were retiring. Like, they had been there doing that job for 35 fucking years. They had been doing the job since 1965 as a salesperson on the phone. And I'm like, 1965, are you serious? 10 years before I was born, you were doing this work. They're like, yeah, except it was a green screen. It was CRT, and we had a teletype, and, things were different. Technology was different, but same gig. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's not, like, people forget because there's not a bunch of factory work anymore, that if they're working in like a call center or a service type environment like that they think like, well, I've mastered this job, so it's time to do something different. Like, well, why? You mastered the job, keep doing it.
That's the thing. I've worked call centers, I've worked front desks, I've worked offices, I've worked a lot of different things. And when I go in and I master that job, my confidence is there. I have the confidence to do that job. And I'll admit, I do that job really fucking good. I mean, I've never had a bad review ever in all of my work history. I've never had a bad review. I've always exceeded everything that's been put before me. Because I enjoy it. Because I'm responsible only for myself. And you tell me I have to do A, B, and C, and I can do A, B, and C. If I were to get into that management position now, I have people under me that I can't control that they're going to do A, B, and C. And that freaks me the fuck out, because now that's my job on the line because of another person that I can't control, and I can't handle it. It's like the stress the anxiety is just too much for me. And I realized that at a very young age. I was like, nope, I don't want that kind of job. I don't want that kind of pressure. I have that pressure in my fucking life every day when I walk out that door. Right. When I walk in this door, I want to know the list of things I have to do, and that's it.
You and my tasks.
I don't want that extra put on top of it. I never did. So I learned that very young. What's good or bad, I don't know, but it worked for me.
No, it should be okay. It should be commended. What's interesting about the work that I do is there's a very small percentage of people who know how to do the work that I do. Okay, the work that I do is extremely specialized. Now, it's not so specialized that I could only use one company's version of IVRs and development tools and phone systems. I can use anybody's and do it. But even that as a skill set, the company that I use their services to program, that company is in such demand that it makes me even more specialized, because people specifically look for somebody who is a systems engineer who works with 5.9. They want that. They need that. They want the brand, the brand experience that goes with that. And then they also want somebody who's worked with customer relation management tools such as Salesforce. Salesforce and 5.9 are two companies that have systems that one, it takes care of your sales leads, and the other one takes care of your phone dialer. and they work together extremely well. So that's even more like Salesforce and Five9. You're the fucking hottest chick at the dance now. You do those two things for the last 8 years? Yes. You're a developer and administrator in both. Yes. Holy shit. One of those is worth X amount of dollars. You got both skills. We don't know what to do. We can't pay you double salary, but
twice.
but your job security just increased, right?
Yeah.
So what's weird about doing work like this is people they have a vision of how they want things to work for their company. I want the customer experience to be like this. I want this to happen when we call here. I want that to happen. You know, they can flesh that out and give you a vision of it. The A, B, and C parts, though, they don't know what it is that I do, right? Like, because they couldn't replicate it. Like I could show them, and I showed you and John, right?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to you about it for half an hour, and it was just like mind numbing. At least you were like, I can follow the map.
I can kind of understand.
You can see like I'm programming logical arguments into something. And then John was just like, you know, I was John's supervisor. I was his sales supervisor, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So he knew me in that capacity. He knew I was smart. He just didn't know I had this capacity to do these things. Neither did I. Jesus. I fooled him. That's what I figured out is they don't know either. So just lie. Just convince them what you're saying.
Go with it.
No, except there's that whole
end results. You need an end result.
There's a whole end result. It has to work. Yeah. Yeah. If you say you're going to program something and it never works, they're going to catch on eventually, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always been comfortable. Well, probably the last 8 years. I became increasingly comfortable not having a clear-cut job description and not having clear-cut goals, metrics, whatever. It was like, this company needs to be successful. If I was managing people, sure, they needed to hit their KPIs, to hit their goals, hit their targets. That's fine. But then I became a hiring manager. Nobody graded me on my hiring, and then I became a trainer. Nobody's you kind of get graded based on your attrition, how many people quit. But you don't really control that outside of the training environment. They go to somebody's team and then they quit. That's actually not me. That's them. That's their supervisor, right? But I went for 8 years without having specific goals. I don't have a report card. People don't specifically know exactly how to do what I do, but they know that I do it. They trust that I'm working. They're willing to pay me a lot of money to do it because they'll get the outcome. I could just be buying the outcome. I can be paying a developer to do it. I could. I was telling somebody, I told my son, I said, son, you want to get certified in Five9 dialing program? I can make you an administrator in like 2 weeks, in probably 2 weeks. You'll have enough understanding to be able to bullshit your way through a job interview. And then anything that comes up, I'll just help you do it. It's no big deal. And he goes, really? I'm like, yeah, you probably get like 70 grand. He's like, I can 70 grand for that job. I'm like, yeah, starting pay. I mean, if you're a developer like me, it's more, but you can bullshit your way through it. I said, how about actually all my kids? I'm like, that we could just, I can make a fucking racket out of this. I can literally get you guys all certified. Have just enough knowledge to be dangerous.
Right, but you're the one gonna have to follow behind all of them cleaning up the mess.
That's fine. Easy.
You only have so many hours in a day.
Well, check this out.
I remember.
So the company Five9 is trying to recruit me to work for them. So they have technical account managers who basically, like the company I work for now, we have one. We pay a certain dollars per month and we get a certain amount of hours per month with this guy. And he's been very beneficial, actually, surprisingly. He has 15 accounts. He's a TAM, a technical account manager for Five9. And his job is to be like, what projects do you have? What things are going on? He can help escalate things, tell you what's happening, and and help you through some some stuff, technical stuff. Like, I can help you with this. Let me show you. And it's actually been super beneficial because having somebody when you're doing development work, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to solve this problem. And I'm like, what do you think? This is my process. And he's like, yeah, that's good actually. But how about maybe we do this? And I'm like, ooh, and like collaborating shortens the time so much on development work because you can run ideas off each other and you're both speaking the same language, and that's quite beneficial. So I told him, I said, hey, your company wants me to do what you do. He goes, yeah. He goes, you could absolutely do it. Yeah, be a 5.9 expert, 459. Yeah. I said, what do you think? How many accounts do you have? He goes, 15. I said, do you have to spend 15 hours guaranteed every week with them plus projects, side projects? He's like, yeah, basically. Not everybody has stuff going on at the same time, you know. I was like, that's interesting. Should I be an expert for that? And then I said, okay, well, Junior, you don't have to tell me how much you make, but do you have stacks like me? He goes, fuck, what is that, a signing bonus? Stay where you are, man. Stay where you are.
Ooh, answer that question.
I was like, it's fake money, buddy. He's like, yeah, sure. I told him I was having dinner with my ex-boss tonight, and I did. And I said, it's interesting. They're, they may, I don't know why I'm having dinner with my ex-boss. I was told to go, so I went. We talked. I wasn't sure if he's going to say, hey, what can we do to get you to come back? Or can you do some side hustle for us? I said, we actually didn't come down to anything like that. We didn't get there. I think we were just kind of dancing around a little bit, just like, getting to know each other again. I was like, so why did you call this dinner? He goes, I thought you called this dinner. I'm like, I don't call this fucking dinner. You're paying. I didn't want it. Why would I be like, oh, hey, I want to meet with you? I'm like, I'm doing great. And he goes, it sounds like you're doing great, actually. So yeah, it really does. I'm like, why are we eating? He goes, Pete said that you wanted to meet for dinner. I said, Pete told me you wanted to meet for dinner.
Oh, so Pete's in the middle of this, huh?
Yeah, he's the president of the company now. And he's that sort of guy, like, hey, he wants to meet you. Hey, he wants to meet you. And then he see what comes of it.
Right.
Get the conversation going with no expectations. I was like, you're not here to pitch me? You don't have like a suitcase full of cash? Like, no, I thought you wanted to meet with me.
Damn it.
I was like, okay, well, congratulations. Third time's a charm. I hope your tenure with the company lasts this time. Well, 3 times you come and gone in the same amount of time I worked there once.
Wow.
Good luck, sir. Junior, I told Junior, I said, Junior, I'm meeting with my ex-boss. It's weird. He goes, nah. Yeah, I mean, you've been away long enough for them to miss you. He goes, I would miss you. I didn't even like you at first. I thought you were a smartass, but then I realized you are a smartass, and that's why I like you. He's kind of a serious Mexican guy. He's very serious. And I'll call him out when we're in a group meeting, like with his boss and then my boss and my boss's boss. I'll be like, hey, Junior, do you save up all of your enthusiasm for other people? He's very like monitored. He's really, all right, guys. So we're taking a look today. And like he never he takes himself too seriously, right? And I'm like, he's like, no. I'm like, so you don't have anyone in your life that loves you? He's yes. I'm like, fuck, dude, crack a smile. Not a big deal. Guys, we're all in this together. So I
towards our death.
Well, that's right. Dude, there's nothing you can do. We are hurtling towards our death at an incredible rate of speed, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So fuck.
So smile more.
Smile on your Zoom calls with while you're doing your technical work. Like it's not gonna hurt you. Right. I'm like, look at me. I said I'm a developer and I'm personable. Crazy. It's possible, Junior. You're allowed to be friendly and be the smart guy in the room. They're not going to beat you up. You don't have to act like a dick and always be afraid that someone's going to find out that you're an imposter, because we know you're an imposter, Junior. We know you're looking everything up in a manual before you tell us. It's okay. But
you still get your paycheck. It's fine.
Yeah. So I said, give me advice, Junior. 5'9", they're interested in me, and then apparently my old employer is interested in me. And he goes, well, here's how I look at it. In business, I would say, always take the money. Take the money. So you got to decide, is the money worth it? Because if it's not, you don't need the grief. So I said, well, how much more money would be worth it to you to switch companies? Because that's a decision you would have to make. I made that decision to go from that company to this company.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I just got a really weird text.
What does it say?
Verify Wells Fargo activity, my card. $5 at top CB Select. $64.64 at 7-Eleven. Select Y if recognized.
Do you usually get those?
I mean, I've got one. I have 3: May 2nd, July 27th, and then today.
Huh.
But I knew what the other 2 were for, but I don't know what this is for. I was at 7-Eleven earlier, but I didn't use my card. Didn't use that card earlier.
Do you sell
I don't know if is it $5 or is it $64.64?
Where's that card?
It's right here.
Okay. That's interesting.
$5 at top CB Select, $64.64 at 7-Eleven. I will. Okay. Sorry, I'm not going to type yes because I don't recognize them. So I'll call my bank tomorrow. I was listening. I was trying to read at the same time and I got distracted. Sorry. And now you disappeared. Are you there? What is happening with your screen? Now it stopped. You didn't even give me a warning that time, you guys. It just it's happening. Are you guys seeing this too?
I'm coming.
Yuki's coming. I don't know what he's doing, but okay. I should have known that. Gotta do what you gotta do. It's weird. It's like your fan is making the background flicker, or oh, there you are.
Oh, hi. Skip the like fandango. Did cartwheels across the floor. What song is that?
I don't know.
A Whiter Shade of Pale. Who sang that? You remember that song?
I don't think so.
Let me show you. Facebook. So I don't know if you saw yesterday's show at all.
I was actually on Twitch, and then I was on Facebook, but you weren't talking, you were just showing videos, so I watched for a while and then I went to bed.
I got stuck in a 2-hour loop on Facebook Reels, and then I didn't know that they have recently updated and changed the way that they present Reels to compete with TikTok.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. So I got stuck for 2 hours. So I literally just did literally did 2 hours of just watching. I'm like, dude,
I've done that.
it's crack. That's why I did a show. Let's just watch, see what happens.
Because I was at my group, and when I came home, I had the notification, so I jumped on, and you were actually watching the girl that watches the Karens, and I subscribe, I watch her, and then you were watching the guy that talked about the murder on the yacht, and I'd already watched that one from him, and I'm like, we watched the same shit.
That's crazy. Because it just showed up on my feed, and I'm like, yes.
He's one of my favorites. The guy that he does a lot of true crime.
Yeah.
And I really like the way he presents, but he does a lot of spooky shit too. And sometimes I'm like, nope, it's nighttime. God damn, I can't watch this.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He was the first one I followed. I was like, I'm gonna follow him. This was a post from 2007, I think. It popped up in my memories, so I forwarded this back to my buddy Rob. He worked for me at Geico years ago, and then he's a musician. He's a music teacher, and like he's in the musical theater. He sings, dance. He's an amazing character.
Wow,
super awesome. So I sent this back to him. I said, I love this now as much as when you shared it. You are talent, skill, and passion. I'm better off for having known you, Rob. And he said, heart, thanks to you. The feeling's mutual. He was one of my favorite people that I worked with ever. So, but also he's a great singer too. So I want to share this. And by I learned a new song today means that he figured out the chords, in a couple of minutes, and then just did it.
We skipped the light fandango, turned cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kinda seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, the waiter brought a tray, and so it was later, as the miller told his tale, that his face at first just ghostly turned to a whiter shade of pale. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. But I wandered through my playing cards, would not let her be. Oh, one of 16 vestal virgins who were leaving toward the coast. But although my eyes were wide open, they might as well have been closed. And so it was later, as that miller told his tale, that her face at first seemed ghostly, and then it turned to water, a shade of pale. And so it was the later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first seemed ghostly, now turned to water, shade of pale.
Fuck yeah, Rob.
Damn, that was awesome. That was good.
That's such a fucking talent. He's such a talent.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. It's like people like that, they make it look effortless.
Oh yeah.
And we all think in our head we could sing on key in pitch.
No, I don't.
We can navigate around notes, and then you realize, no, not so much. It's hard. It's hard. Why? And I don't know why it's hard for some. And you know, I could sing passively. You know, I can sing okay. But that you realize, like when you watch an expert, and if they overestimate that next key, or they start in the wrong key, and then now they're going to strain on to hit that pitch, right? And you watch them adjust, and you can hear them adjust as they go, so they can actually hit those marks. And it's so subtle, and it's masterful. Whereas someone like me, if I started in the wrong key and I had to strain and pop my goddamn eyeballs out, I would still be trying to hit that note, even if I had to go falsetto to do it. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't have the vocal range to allow that variation, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was like 14, probably 15, to a little bit of 16. I sang alto, and I sang in a church.
Mhm.
I did the choir with, it was the oldest one that sang in the church. So I did it with the adults. I don't read music. I don't know music. I've tried. I can't get it. My sister and my two cousins are 2 years younger than me. One is alto and two sopranos, and my aunt put us together, and at church we would sing. The four of us would sing. And I'm not saying I was great, but I was decent. And I kind of just it was pretty. It wasn't spectacular, my voice, but it was pretty.
Mhm.
And then for whatever reason, like puberty hit hard, and my voice went fucking gone. It was gone. I cannot sing on. I can't hear half the notes. I can't pick any notes out. I don't know what they are. I'm like, oh, they just go up or they go down. I don't know. And yeah. And I don't sing out loud because I know I'm horrible. I don't even like to hear my own voice when I sing. So like, you know, I'll belt it out in the car. I'll belt it out when I'm home alone, but only for special songs, because I don't even like to hear it. So I do not torment others with my singing. Sing happy birthday. Yeah. That's what I do because no one wants me to ruin that.
It's too funny. Too funny.
But
You know,
my sister and my cousins are amazing. I mean, my sister sings soprano, well, till she hit into the drugs, but before she ruined her voice.
before the cock and the
Not
meth was in her throat.
exactly.
Yeah, it happens.
She was such a natural high soprano
Mhm.
that she did, the vocal ensemble all through school, and she would have the solos all the time. They went to nationals, they went to all these competitions, and she always won in solo competitions. I would have given anything. Fuck, I would have given anything for that voice.
There's a talent and there's skill, right? So it's
Yeah.
like some people have talent and they don't even know how they do it. They just do it. And then some people have skill and they work real hard at it. And you could tell the difference. To me, listening to Rob, he just learned that song, beautiful rendition. He has talent.
Yeah.
You could tell he has skill. You could tell he's a musician because he knows that he can navigate the piano and do it. And he's not reading sheet music.
Right.
He understands chord progression, so that was a skill that he learned. He learned that skill, but he's so fluid in what he did and so effortless. Then you're like, okay, that's what talent really is.
Yeah, that's where the talent comes in. Yeah.
My dad used to judge me and Daniel. I don't read sheet music. I mean, I can. I learned how to play the organ because we had an organ. So I'd be like, when I was little, I had my mom show me the keys, and then she would show me, and I want to hear what the song sounds like, so I knew what it was, and then I can read the sheet music and I can play it. Daniel took lessons forever, and he's a great musician. He really is, from Atomic Dork Squad. But my dad would say, I can listen to you play, listen to Daniel play, and I can pick out who's got talent and who's got skill. Because, son, you have talent. You're lazy. You don't like following instructions. You're an underachiever, so you could never have learned the skills that Daniel did. Daniel's skilled. He's very skilled. His parents paid a lot of money to get him those skills over a lot of years. He goes, I've hired Daniel to play at the lodge. Had Daniel, give Daniel $300 and come and put on a show and whatnot. He goes, but he's good. But there's just something different.
Yeah.
You can get on and you can play Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy, and you're like Jerry Lee Lewis. It's just talent. That's the difference. He goes, if you'd ever apply yourself, you'd be amazed at what you can accomplish.
Right.
I'd be like, and my dad didn't give out compliments easily. I told Daniel that actually. I said, this is what my dad said, and he goes, no, he's right. I'm not a good musician. I'm a musician, and I sing. My singing was weird, and I'm a little off pitch, and I'm a little tone deaf on top of that. And he just said it like matter of fact, and it's his life. He's like, no, your dad's 100% right. He goes, you would sit down at my piano, at the grand piano, and just tool around, and it was far more entertaining and good than anything I did, just because I was reading sheet music. He's like, I would totally agree with that. Your father was right, Jeffrey. If you applied yourself, can you imagine what you could have accomplished in life? And I'm like, I just learned how to apply myself at age 47. So
Yeah. My grandma used to play the piano and the organ at church. And they had a piano at her house, and we were over there when I lived in Oregon growing up. We were over there every weekend, and a couple of my uncles played, and they would always try to teach me, because at the time, my fingers are fat enough because I'm fat, but I had very long, skinny fingers. They always told me I had perfect piano playing fingers. It was amazing. And they were agile, and I had the span. But, and I know, and I still remember it, on sheet music, it's FACE, FACE, and it's every good boy deserves fudge. I remember the anagrams to read it.
Mhm.
But when it would come from the page to my brain, it never, ever made sense to me.
It didn't
I
translate.
couldn't, exactly. I couldn't translate it from the page to my brain to my fingers and the keys. There was just something that got lost in it, no matter how hard they tried to teach me. Even when my uncles would sit and try to teach me without sheet music, just to teach me the keys,
Right.
I could run through it once and then it would just be gone. Like I never had, my brain just never caught on to it. No matter, and I did this for years. I would go with my grandma and turn the pages for her during church services when she played. You know, I was the music director, but I didn't sing like once it's at a certain
Yeah.
stage. But I organized it all. I did it all. But I wanted so bad to follow with in my grandma's shoes and take over that, you know, have that capability to play. And I just never, ever, ever could. You know, can't tell you how many like little keyboards my parents bought me over the years. And as I got older, they got, you know, more expensive and more in-depth keyboards. And I couldn't even do chopsticks. You know how simple that is? Oh, shit, I forgot where to put my fingers.
F and G.
Like as soon as I went to move, my brain would just go, nope, it's gone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Give
me numbers and I can flip numbers around all day long in my head. Which a lot of people compare notes, you know, music notes with numbers because of the layout and format of them. I've heard that it just doesn't correlate in my brain for whatever reason.
It's interesting. I would memorize the sheet music, and if I knew what the letters were, I would be good to go. I'm like, that's D, F, G, A, B sharp, G, you know, like G, E, C, D, D, E, F, D, D, C sharp, D, E, C, A. Like I would know. Like,
yeah.
I would sing. I would just sing the notes. If the song didn't, Greensleeves doesn't have lyrics unless it's What Child Is This? But as Greensleeves, there's no lyrics. So what child is, you know? So I'd be like D F G A B D A E D F G D C C A.
That's cool.
Easy. Yeah. Oh shit. So it's been my entire life. Things don't go away. I've tried to drink it away, drug it away. It's all still there. It's like every fucking thing that I've learned in my life is still there. It's
I wish mine was.
All of it.
You know how bad my brain is? I realized tonight when my mom mentioned I was going to run up to the store for us, and she mentioned off just the top of her head, I don't know why she said it out loud, but she says, "Oh yeah, I gotta. I think I'm going to do the real ID, the driver's license, the real driver's license."
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "I got to renew in September, her birthday," and so I'm thinking maybe I'll do the real one. And I just looked at her and I went, "Fuck." She goes, "What?" I go, "I think." She goes, "You would have got a notification." I go, "I think I did." When I got back from the store, we went and looked, and my driver's license has been expired since June.
Oh.
I had to go online and print out my renewal.
Yeah, it's been your birthday.
Yep. I
And
was like, oh,
in California,
fuck.
a lapse of licensing can take away the California Good Driver discount on your car insurance for 3 years. Any lapse. Any.
I don't got the good driver.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, if you have 1 point or more, you don't have it anyway. So good. Yeah, I California was brutal.
I never got any tickets for either of my accidents.
This place though, I got my license in 2004 when I moved here, and it expires in 2038.
Yeah, I know. I love I loved Arizona. Mine was like 2034 when I was there.
Yeah, it's
Here, 5 years. 5 years.
I thought it was supposed to be like when you turn 65. That's when you have to get a new license.
Not in California though.
No, in Arizona.
Yeah, but yet but there is a little line in there somewhere. You're supposed to go and get a new card every so many years for
A
your
new
picture.
photograph every 11 years.
Is it 11 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not many people know that.
I haven't done that either.
So I didn't know I've been driving around for 2 months on an expired license. Oh, first time ever. I think
Wow.
I'll still go and get the real ID, the real license. Because by next year, if you want to go in anything federal building, gonna have to have it.
Why? What is it?
It's also got a background check on it.
Really?
Yep.
Is it for California only or every?
I'm not sure. I don't know. But it took me 4 tries to get my fucking license in California because everybody that I went up wanted a different set of paperwork.
What?
So my 4th fucking, yes, 4 tries in California. And I had a valid Arizona license. I was just switching states. At one point, I had to bring in my marriage certificates and my divorce certificates because of my name change, my hyphenated name, and they were all confused. It was the craziest fucking 2.5 weeks of, it was just insane. And it's a Friday, and I finally get through all this bullshit. I have a whole folder of paperwork that is or is not needed. I'm not even sure. And then she's, okay, yep, we finally got it. She had to get a manager to override some bullshit because she's like, you've been here enough times. This is stupid. It's not working. I don't know. It's crazy. Finally get done. She gives me my paperwork. Your license will be mailed to you, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and Monday we're rolling out the real ID ones. It's like, you're fucking kidding me.
Oh my God.
You would have told me that when I got here. I would have waited till Monday. I was I was done. Huh?
They said they tell you at the end.
Yeah. She told me, oh yeah, Monday we're starting that new ID thing. And I was like, I'm not standing back in line on Monday. But now it's been 5 years and I think I'm gonna, because by next year you have to have it. It's insane.
Aesthetic paperwork. I don't know, I said free stuff, so I thought I'd come check this out. I got excited. Did you write more lyrics?
No, but I actually found the old lyrics that I wrote before.
Nice. Look, they have free sounds. What's an urban sound? Is it like black people?
Oh, Jesus.
Audio Jungle.
Oh.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Ooh, they say audio jungle, so you can't copy it.
Yeah.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Well, you think you guys are sharp, don't you? So when I go online and I look at say somebody's samples and I'm interested in the music, what really makes me mad is when they think that they have to put like what do they call that, watermarks, basically.
Watermarks, yeah.
In order to protect their stuff. And I'm like, well, that's kind of ridiculous, because like, who would even know how to like do like a screen record of it while it played in order to capture, you know, their sound.
Do it now. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do. Check, don't stop, don't shake. Stop.
Dance, everybody, just clap, just let me see, let dance, everybody.
Like I would never do something like that.
Everybody,
Never.
And then like they're like, oh, we need to protect our stuff, and they think they need to do shit like that. And I'm like, what am I going to do if I screen capture something? I can't make that into an MP3, can I? I mean, that's dumb. You would have to know, like, it's an MP4. I'm not going to be able to turn it into anything unless, you know, you know, maybe you do, I don't know, maybe do a little research or something, or like they should just trust that people are going to make decisions that are in the best interest of your company, right?
Mhm. Right.
What is this? Is this it? This might be it. So let's see, we're going to convert this to MP3. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. So I don't know. I don't think people are really that tricky that they would screen capture the audio and the video and then take that MP4, go to convertio.io and then switch that into an MP3 version. And then once that's done converting, we're almost there. This is a tutorial if you guys pay close attention. Once that's done converting, then we'll download it, right? And then we'll go to like a free online I don't know, editor like audiomass.co, and then we would say like, oh well, why don't we import load from computer that MP3 file that I just downloaded, which came from the MP4 when I screen captured it. Where's downloads? Downloads. Oh, there. What's that? Oh, is this now the audio version of that file that I might have captured? Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's play it. Okay. So now what would you do with
Self-help show, folks. Never know what you're going to learn on here.
So, okay, we want to isolate some sounds. Let's do that. Well, this sound right here apparently is sounds like a scratch, right? That one.
Yep.
All right, let's play it. Oh, it's like we can't. We're stuck. Go. Okay, that could be useful.
Check.
Party people in the house, so you're ready for this. Hey, girl, shake your body if you're ready for this.
Check.
Just move that booty if you're ready for this. Boom, bam, bam. Shake it like a floss shaker. Shake it like a floss shaker. Shake it like a floss shaker. Boom, bam, bam.
So let's say shake it like a salt shaker. It looks like it's around here. And then we want to expand that wave out a little bit so we can isolate it a little easier.
Shake it like a floss shaker.
All right, so that definitely.
Shake it like a floss shaker. 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 Can I get with?
So if you wanted it isolated without the mix, probably like that.
Shake it like a floss shaker. Shake it like a floss shaker. Shake it like a floss shaker. Shake it like a floss shaker.
Yeah, that's about right. And then let's say we wanted to export it, and we just say salt shaker mix, and then we'll to max out, selection only, export, and then well, now that file is ready to rock if I need a.
Shake it like a floss shaker. Shake it like a floss shaker. Shake it like a floss shaker. Shake it like a floss shaker.
There you go. There you go.
Itty bitty
Yeah.
bits.
So if you, I don't know, where's my mixing board? What's it called? Sample board. If you want to load it to a mixing board, then you can do that too. You know, it's easy. But never steal stuff from the internet because that's not good.
It's not right. It's
No.
copyright.
That's right. Not real. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're taking something from somebody who took it from somebody else to sell it to you. I think there's a certain amount of go fuck yourself in there. My motto is you're not the person who made that song, so you shouldn't be able to tell me that. So, like, let's say that you download a little soundboard app, you know, like let's say you're going to do a show, and then you go to your download. Well, there's a salt sugar mix. Let's make it appear. There we go.
That's
And
weird. That is just a gray square.
That's all you see is a gray square.
Yep. And I see when your cursor hits on something because it changes.
And it's
But-
great. There's nothing there except for the top left corner. Oh, maybe you can't see it because I'm not sharing correctly. Maybe I'm not sharing the whole screen. Screen 2, share. Now you can see it. Can you see
Yep.
it? It's better.
I see your files.
Yeah, bitch, magnets. So you wonder where all the magic comes from, guys.
Oh
Sure.
boy.
Pretty much for me. Seriously?
Seriously?
Yeah. Seriously. Where's the rest of the seriously? Sheesh. Seriously? Seriously again? I think that's what it is.
Seriously? Seriously? Again? That's 4 times now!
That's when John gets pissed.
Yep.
Playing stupid fucking things over and over again. How many seriouslys are there?
Seriously? Seriously? Again? Seriously? That's 4 times now! Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
Oh, so we don't need 2 of those. I think we do need a step bro
Oh yes, please.
and
Still don't know why I like that.
ooh. Probably need a scratch just in case. Yeah. Oh, we do need a fuck it all too.
Yes.
Fuck it all. Don't give a shit anymore.
Bing bong.
You still need to send me that.
Okay, I'll send it to you right now. Right now, I promise.
Uh-huh.
Search step row. Where's step row? Come on, search it. There we go. Error. There's no error.
They've said that on every time you play it.
Yeah,
Anything.
yeah. I know. It's fun. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't
Stepper
matter.
didn't show up though.
Now something locked up. Great. This is
Ah,
why we can't have nice
fuck
things.
it all.
Fuck it all. I don't give a shit anymore. All right, let me add that file. Fuck it all. So what's going on in the news? I don't know. I think inflation is bad. We don't like inflation. What else? Is that it? Let's stop. Inflation is bad. We're technically in a recession, although they changed the definition of recession so they don't have to be held accountable to the recession, which is amazing. Literally just change the definition. That's the Biden administration. They're fantastic. They're like, no, it's not what a recession is. 2 weeks ago, that's what a recession was. 2 quarters of negative growth in GDP. It's called a recession. Yeah,
It's
but we don't-
amazing. We don't want to say it. Yeah. Anybody and everybody think they can just change the definition of words, and it drives me fucking crazy. What was the one? Oh no, I just forgot. Lit. Oh my god, the party was lit. That means that
Oh,
party
lit.
was fucked up. Like that lit. You're fucking lit, man. You are fucking either stoned or high or drunk. You're lit, right? They're like, no, it means cool. Like,
Yeah.
it was lit. I'm like, no, it doesn't. My nephews
Yeah.
are telling me this. I'm like,
Sure
no,
it
it doesn't. Your
Yeah.
whole generation cannot just change the definition of a word that my generation fucking used. You can't do that. It pisses me off.
Oh,
And
they
it's an
do that.
irrational pissed off because they keep doing it and I can't change it. But oh damn it, it pisses me off.
It just fucking hijacked, right? They're
Yeah.
like, oh, right now, slay and swag are the fucking terms. Slay is cool. Swag
No.
is cool. Yeah. Slay is cooler than swag. Oh, that's swag. Oh, that's slay. Yeah, that's swag and slay.
You
I swear to
slay
you.
something means you fucking killed it.
Yeah,
You
see that?
nailed it.
So maybe,
What
yeah,
the-
maybe that means slay.
Just-
Oh, that's slay.
No.
You
No.
slayed it. How was swag?
Oh, we didn't use swag.
My fucking
didn't
daughter.
use swag.
I was sending them cat memes the other day, and I got slay and swag as my responses.
Oh,
I know that means they liked them.
right.
They
But
like cat memes, and they say it. Oh, that's swag. Like, is that swag? Does it slap? Does it smack? Does it pop? Does it crack? Bruh.
bruh.
Dude,
Babe,
bruh. Yeah,
Babe
don't say bruh.
pisses me off. I was like, what the fuck is babe? Like years ago on Facebook, I was like, what the fuck is babe? B-A-E. And
Before anyone else.
I know, but I didn't know what it was. And I was like, this generation. So then my son told me, he's on Facebook. He's like, Mom, it means whatever the fuck you just said.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, for one,
Like you're my
I
number
better, number one, I better not ever hear my son say that because no one will be above me, his mother. So, and he was like, no, Mom, I don't say that. I said,
one. Oh, Mom, you're
"Good
my
boy.
babe.
Good boy. Number two, y'all are so fucking lazy. You can't even put a B. You're just taking babe and you're taking a fucking B out of it. And you're making you're idiots. You can't even say 2 syllables. Oh my
Mhm.
God. Because it's what, you would, hey babe. Well, they can't even say the second fucking B. So they just got lazy. That's all I said. They're just fucking lazy. Yeah, I was on
Not
a little
wrong.
rant on that one.
Not wrong. Not arguing with you. That's swag. That's swag. Okay. You say so. Fuck it all. Fuck it
That
all.
swag was the shit you brought home from parties.
Swag, yeah, it's the stuff you got. Yeah, you get some. Would you get some swag? Yeah, I got some swag. Dope.
Great.
How about dope? This is what I get for dating a 26-year-old for a minute. I started saying dope and lit. I was like, that's dope. She's like, that is dope. That's lit, right? Right. It's fire. It's fire. Dad, how was your date with Gracie? I'm like, oh, it was lit, dope, and fire, apparently. Oh, he's like, yeah, you guys are cute together. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna last. Because I don't speak dope, lit, fire. Your dad is dope. No, he's kind of dopey. Yeah, that's right. No, your dad's fire.
Right?
I know. I took antibiotics for that. I'm good.
Oh my God.
Lit? You lit your dick on fire? What'd you do? I don't understand. Lit.
No, it's lit.
Sinatra studio albums. What is this? MP4. This seems like something I might want to look at. I sent you
I know I got it. Thank you.
fuck it all.
Fuck it all.
Fuck it all.
It's gonna be my ringtone.
Yes, yes. You should have it for every noise. It's like top of the hour. Fuck it all.
Yeah,
No.
my notifications. Yeah, fuck it all.
ADS intro trio. Oh, there it is. Oh, this shit is on here. Oh, that's crazy. Sorry. I'm trying to find something else for you. And then I got distracted.
Distracted. Not that happens a lot. Mm-mm.
What is that? That's so weird. Movie. It just says movie poster. I'm gonna send that to you. I don't know what it is. Let's find out. I'm gonna look.
Alrighty.
Okay, that's the insidious one.
Pure. Oh, I hate that one. Ugh, ugh,
Yeah.
ugh.
What's this? Too big. That's what she said.
Fuck nut terrors.
Fuck night terror. That's right. Breath, long flow, butt, flow two. What is this? Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, didn't like that one.
Uh-oh.
Too big. That's what she said.
And never.
No, it's baby bear, baby. It's baby bear. Just right. Don't ever call my dick baby bear. Makes me unhappy. Oh, your dick is so baby bear. Well, I don't understand.
I will never see your dick, but I swear to God, if there is ever an accidental time that I do, I'm so saying
Baby bear. Baby bear. Oh, it's not too big, it's not too small. It's just right. Oh, thank God you're not as big as my
Oh my
last
God.
boyfriend. What?
Oh,
No
would
man
never
wants to hear ever.
no.
No, I mean it was huge. It was obscene. I'll be honest with you. After at least 3-4 hours, I was like, that's enough. No man ever wants to hear that ever. 3 or 4 hours, it was huge. I
No
don't
one should ever say that.
you know, I would go down on him as long as I could, but Jesus, that hog was so big. What?
That was like 5 minutes. Like, my jaw's out. I'm done.
I mean, I know,
My lips are numb.
I know it's not the size and it's the motion in the ocean, but Jesus, I don't want to know that you had an anaconda in your snatch. I'm just saying. God, it doesn't make me feel good. Oh, you're so much smaller than my ex. I'm so grateful. I love your little dick. Just no,
Wow.
and don't want to hear that. I'm just saying.
No,
I don't have that
why
problem.
did you not say that?
I'm just saying, 36. I'm good.
Oh my God. Which one's this one?
I more likely to hear things like, Jesus Christ, I forgot how thick that thing is. That's right. That's right. It'll split you in two. Oh no. I'm such an idiot.
Every-
Stupid
Oh.
shit. Stupid shit. I love it. Rebecca always asks, did you talk about me on your podcast? If I say yes, she'll go back and like fast forward through the whole podcast to find out when. I'm like, how can you fast forward and know that we're talking about you?
Right?
There's no indicator. I don't like throw a big R sign up. It does give me more views though, because she'll go through it twice if she has to. I'll be like, yeah, the beginning, the middle, the end. It was a 4-hour show, Jeffrey. Oh, I know. But we talked about you a lot. She's like, I can hear myself in the background. I'm like, are you scanning the show? You are, aren't you? No. I just got
Yeah,
extra.
yes.
I just got more video on demand because of you.
Have we had anybody on chat
Huh?
on your side? Any?
I
Has
love
anybody
that.
been in chat there?
Oh,
You
I
got
don't know.
Twitch up?
I didn't look for a while. Or at all. Ever. I'm looking now.
'Cause that's where I send people is to Twitch.
Oh. Hi everyone. Let me see if I can find the chat button.
Is there anybody there?
I'm not standing with Ukraine. Go fuck yourselves. Chat.restream.io. There we go. Hooray. A couple.
Oh,
I don't see their notes though. Who this? I forgot. You can just type in chat.restream.io and it gives me Twitch. Discord is not connected, and 2 YouTubes, but not Facebook.
right. That's why I've been on Facebook. Have not had anybody talk, but we've had a few people jump on and jump off. So I don't know if they're just scrolling past it or what.
Connected to Twitch. Connected. Skip out. Take a look. You know, I think there's a control panel from Twitch that you can do stuff from. I never look at it. It makes sense why I haven't grown my pancakes fest much. I'm like, I don't use any of that stuff. I'm completely self-absorbed and just hoping people will catch on that that's fun. Hunter. Repeating back everything your sister says is irritating. And it's fun.
As the oldest and having 3 younger brothers, no, it's not fun to hear. It's, oh my God, I would fucking like stick that knuckle up and just pound them.
Recording. Hunter was such
Stop
a
it. Stop it.
Stop it.
No, I told you to stop it. Oh no, I told you to stop it.
Stop it.
No, I mean it. Stop it now. No, I mean it. Stop it now. Oh, they used to. Oh.
Dad.
And I'd have 3 of them. And if I would get one of them to like actually, well, generally they stop because I made them cry. Then the others would pick up. I'm like, oh my God. So it was like round robin. It
Never stopped.
never stops.
Well, I don't see anybody in chat, so oh well.
Okay.
I mean, maybe they were there a while ago. Sorry I missed it. If I cared more about you, well, you would know. But I'm pretty much selfish. I think I should give an advanced class on how to steal shit off the internet. What do you
Out of
think?
10. Out of 10.
Are you ready for this? DJ takes me higher. Fuck me on the dance floor.
Some fuck.
Fuck me on the dance floor. You should make.
Hi.
You can make the background for porn.
Wicked. Wicked.
Apparently, I just let it play on scratching samples for a while.
Wicked.
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 so damn.
What's skipping? Apparently, if I need like a 20 minutes of a scratch battle,
You got it?
I fucking nailed it. Nailed it. Now let me get down towards the end and find out what I was actually.
Fresh.
Slower scratching, nice.
Let's get scratching.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Fresh. Let's get scratching.
I feel like I hit record and went and took a shit.
Could have very well been.
Just let it keep going. Because I don't want all that. What am I gonna do with that? I mean, other than irritate John.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Fresh.
Fresh.
Let's get scratching.
Say what?
Break it on.
I kind of like it. I don't know what I'd use it for. But I like it.
Check it out.
Jesus, there's a lot of scratching.
Wow.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I like a little soundbite.
Yeah.
This is for sale. I'm not. You see why I had to borrow it?
You ever go away? You ever go away for like extended time where kids aren't there, like nobody's gonna be at your house? Just put that on to play at random intervals. People really loud. People just think you're having sex and that you're home. Like that's why like lights are off because you're just having sex.
Can I get with ya? 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 What? Let's go, yes, this beat maker.
Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on.
I like
Come
this.
on, motherfuckers, come
I like it too.
Give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Oh shit!
Be ready for this.
Oh shit!
Fuck me on the dance floor.
It's a good one.
1, 2, 3, all you convict cats out there, get off of my tip. Cause I'm James Brown with the force. Ain't taking no lip. Get it, get it, get it, get it.
No lip.
Get it.
Hear it?
You might burn yourself. Don't touch me, nigga. You might burn yourself. Don't touch me, nigga. You might burn yourself. Don't touch me, nigga. You might burn yourself. Don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know what you want. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
It's not for copyright violation.
The sound of the underground.
You can't touch this.
To the sound of the underground.
You can't touch this.
Big bottom down, bring that booty to the ground. Bring that big bottom down, bring that booty to the ground.
Ah,
That was pretty
that
fun.
was weirdly oddly satisfying.
Yeah, it's so many different songs. You're like, I like those songs. I like that song. I like that song. I like that song.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
this one?
But yet,
Stop.
shout out,
Everybody just clap, just let me see, let dance. Everybody just clap your hands up, all the single ladies, now put your hands up, put your hands up. Oh, no, no, oh.
Clap your hands, come on. Clap your hands, come on. Clap your hands.
All the ladies truly feel me, yo. Told y'all I was gonna bump like this, like this.
Get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. All up. I said, All up.
Y'all can stop me now, listen to me now.
What's up?
Y'all can stop me now, listen to me now.
ooh,
Take it back to the old
Pretty good.
Let's take it back to
TikTok, you don't stop to the talk, you don't stop. TikTok, you don't stop to the
Flip the track, bring the old school back.
How we do it.
ladies, let your body flow. Let your body flow.
Rock it right now, what? Rock it right now. Rock it right now, what? Right now. House, there's some doors in this house, some doors. Get walked up. Get walked up. Shake the room. Shake the room. Shake the room.
Do it.
oh,
What happened?
what happened?
Sucks. I stopped recording. Then I started recording on.
Check.
I'm gonna go back and pull the entire.
People in the yard, so you're ready for this. Hey, girl, shake your body.
Those are oddly satisfying.
I
don't-
know they are.
I don't know what to really do with them. I mean, I can make a file and send it to you so you can play it. And you're like, I'll listen
Yeah.
to 40 songs all at once. I wonder, I'd like to play them and see which ones pick up on copyright, or if they mixed them well enough to not have that happen.
Right. Yeah.
Export download. Yeah. We'll call this oddly satisfying
Nice.
hip hop mix. And I'll put an MP3, 256 selection. Boom. Just a
I
couple
had-
minutes long.
Years and years ago, I actually had it for a lot of years. I had a little it was actually like I just went, my brain just went stupid. You stick them into your computer, little sticks.
This sticks
USBs.
USB drive, thumb drive.
This was actually like an MP3 player that had that. So some cars have that little, they used to, the stereos in them would have the little USB port.
Yeah.
And my sister-in-law found one and I loved it. And so she got me one. So I could use it with headphones as an MP3 player.
Yeah.
Just had a little screen on it. It was really small. Or I
Yeah.
could in my car, plug it in my USB and have my list. Well, I usually used it in the gym because I could just like, it had a little clip and I clip it on my, like my tank top because
Yeah.
it was just so small and light that I didn't have to hold anything or it wasn't in my way. And I had my earphones and I had this song and I'm trying to remember what it's called. It was basically like used like if you did cheerleading or flag team or something. So it was the mix like that.
Okay.
But you know how they mix the songs like that? And it
Yeah.
was like
It
14
was like
minutes.
jock jams or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 14 or 15 minutes worth of just this whole big mix, like
Yeah.
you said, kind of like the jock jams kind of things. And it
Mhm.
was my warm up on the treadmill. So I didn't have to time it. I didn't have to set anything. I could just start
Nice.
and hit play. And I knew when my warm up time was done because the song would finally end every damn day.
This one's not hip hop. This is more like R&B, I think. R&B mix. Okay. MP3 export selection. Export. All right, I'm gonna send you both mixes, and then it's tomorrow. I guess we can probably wrap up the show.
Yep, we should probably do that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, fuck it all. Brought to you by Mama Fox.
Fuck it all.
Fuck it all.
It's my new motto.
It is. I know. It's
New
gonna be.
tagline. Yeah.
And then oddly satisfying hip hop and R&B coming to you in Facebook. Bedink. There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you. I got him.
How to download how to borrow things off the internet, brought to you by
Right.
Norton Antivirus. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Non-sponsored. We're non-sponsored.
Personal liability insurance brought to you. Oh, so how do you get rid of it when they say audio jungle in the middle of your shit? You want to know how to do that? I can show you.
Yes, he can.
The jack of all trades. You want to take a regular song and take the lyrics out so you can sing along karaoke style. There's an app for that. Good app. Convertio.io or loader.to. What? It's strange names, Jeffrey. You want to take anything off of YouTube and download it and convert it into an MP3 file, including a playlist that's 3 hours long that is on YouTube. Loader.to, LOADER.to. Just put that in your interwebs, grab the link from YouTube, plug it in, tell it what format you want it on the output, and it will take the music right out of those for you, and you can listen to it anywhere you go. Loader.to. A handy tool. So anything you're like, I like that album. That whole album is on the YouTubes. I wish I could buy it. Well, loader.to wishes you would just let them give it to you.
Use them. No.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, sir. It was
Oh,
fun tonight.
there was one thing. Oh my God, I just remembered. This was actually why I wanted to go on. So give me just a sec, and then I promise I'll let you go. I'll say the thing. Jeff Coy always gets it wrong on Dork Squad. So it's like,
Oh, does he try to say it there?
yeah. He thinks it's important. Every show has something like that.
Well, I've made it important here.
Yeah.
So
He's like love. He's like love your yourselves and love your love each other. He's like love your others and yourself. Your child.
Oh.
I said close. Love one another and love yourself. Oh, I always get that wrong. Yeah, I know, buddy.
I noticed he typed it one time at one of the shows, like on Facebook. I saw it. He typed it, and I was like, "Hey, it's kind of like, okay."
Tagline stuck.
Yep. I don't know why it became important, but it became important to me.
Important. Okay, for you. Where is it? It was animals being friends. Animals. Oh, that's baby cats. That's jelly bean toes. That's cats in business attire. Okay, that's cute. Okay, I'll show you. Cats in business attire. Sometimes I enjoy memes or pictures. Raccoons. I found out it was like cats being buddies or something, or animals being friends. I don't want raccoons. And it was so cute. I don't want cats on the keyboard. That's a whole category. Cats in business attire. That's a whole category. Look. Cats in business attire. It's a whole cat. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I thought
People
the
are too bored.
derpy cats is pretty funny. I gotta be careful where I navigate because if you hit 18 plus, oh, it just goes bad. Bad. Makes me
Oh
actually
Lord.
bad. It goes dirty. It goes really dirty. It's like snatching dicks everywhere instantly.
Oh,
A ton. Scroller with 3 L's, guys. Scroller. Scroller. It's an amazing indexer of entertainment. The 18 plus will, well, here's the thing. It's hands-free, so you can set a scrolling speed and it will play, it'll play videos and then go to the next one. The clips aren't very long, or it'll just do pictures and go to the next one, go to the next one. You set the speed. It's hands-free browsing of things you want to look at. It will change your life. It will change your mother effing life. Believe it or not, I actually have been enjoying the animal pictures recently. And I found some really cute one. I gotta see how to find it again.
I don't know. You told me to, and I had to go to Trist dot whatever it was,
Just
and I did that.
Yeah.
And so I'm scared of the scroller one.
Well, I highly recommend it, Mama Fox. Scroller with 3 L's, Scroller. It is an indexing site of photographs, videos, GIFs. So it's either categories it'll be like food porn. It'll be a category. It'll be a lot of stuff like that. As soon as you hit that 18 plus button,
It's on.
it's on.
Yeah, I remember coming one time, jumping into the Zoom group before we went live, and you and John were on there, and you were sharing a screen of the 18 and plus and scroller, and I was like, "Hi, I'm here. What are we
Right?
looking at?" And you guys,
Was it
with
before?
no warning. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
just with
I
no
wasn't-
warning. I had
I
no
wasn't
warning.
broadcasting it, so that's why. Yeah.
No, we weren't broadcasting. I was just. See what I get for being late?
I'm like narrating. So if you click on more like this, you can create your own genre.
The whole tutorial. I was like, "Holy crap!"
At one time, I think I had 6 scroller pages going across my widescreen monitors. I was just like, I couldn't finish. It was too much. It was too much.
Oh,
I want
overwhelming.
with everyone and no one at the same time. Kittens are so cute. I love kittens. Who doesn't? Canine cosplay. That looks good. There's another one called Cats Are Dicks. It's really fun. It's like cats like knocking kids over and shit. That. But how do you search? I know how to find porn on here. This is premium. Home. Okay, go back. Oh, look at that pit bull. So cute. Okay. Home. Bear with me just one more moment. I promise. I'm either gonna find it or we're gonna quit. That's not it. Oh my gosh. Wait. What's this? Filter. Collection. Discover. Oh, discover. Hit the discover button. I think you can type stuff in.
It's kind of like search.
Imaginary steampunk, imaginary food, imaginary imaginary monsters, meat. This is actually that. Check this out. This is a enjoy it.
See, I would go down the rabbit hole though. I would lose hours.
Oh, I know. Stop.
The problem.
This is where you get trapped. All right. Is it illuminating the scroller screen with all the pictures?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So imaginary has all these imaginary titles. Dog pictures, imaginary pirates, sous vide, anything cooked sous vide. Chinchillas, if you like chinchillas. Imaginary dwarves, if you like dwarves. I like dwarves. fat little, what's it, little buddies?
Mhm.
Mm. Is that one of them? I feel like I must be going through menopause. I find myself looking at Pomeranian pictures, and I feel good. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Something wrong with my vagina. Pig gifs. Those are pigs.
Yep,
A
the
raccoon.
pig and a raccoon.
Oh, how cute. See, I am going through menopause. I think that's adorable. Slow-mo pig zoomies. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh no. Is that a fucking pig or is that that's
It's a pig.
it's a
Sow.
girl. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. What's going on here? Huh?
Ripped it up. Ooh, in trouble.
Busted.
They're in cow outfits. Oh my god.
Should know.
No, just a step.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
jazzercise.
no way. Yes. They are smarter than dogs. They taste good too. Pigs, can you potty train a pig? Or do
No idea.
they just shit? Certain cloven animals don't have any bowel control, I thought. Cloven hooved. They just
Don't
defecate
know.
everywhere, right? I don't know, but that's cute as hell, isn't it? God dang, I think that's cute. I think my vagina is like achy.
I think so.
Um, you know, oh, he's so precocious. Why does your pig only have 3 legs? Well, pig that smart, you can't eat them all at once.
Oh my god.
Fucking ham hock. Oh my god, he's so excitable. Oh, it's so funny.
That's like my dog. But just bigger, so it gets he hurts me.
Oh
She gets so
no.
excited.
Hello. That is
Yeah,
cute.
that's what happens. Those cute little piggies turn into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a handsome fellow. Yeah. He's kind of cute. But that's adorable. That's ridiculous. Oh my God. Stop it. Oh my God. So cute. Of course he likes pineapple. I have 30 rats that do that. Oh, are they smart enough to stay on? Oh, whoa.
Yeah, nope. Got bonked.
But they can swim naturally. Hello, cow. Hello, pig.
The dog's like, what the fuck is happening in this house?
Right? Well, yep. Uh-oh. Oh, on the bed.
Holy shit. I didn't know they could jump like that.
Jeez. Yeah, that's impressive. That's
Wow.
like 4 feet. Yeah, he's got another pig on a leash. That's hilarious. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's so funny. I'm guessing they can learn to control their bowels. Otherwise, who would have them just running about the house, right?
Yeah, my friend had one little potbelly pig, I remember, but I don't remember. I don't remember there being piss and shit all over the place, so
Because like if it's just like if it's like rats, then they'll just piss
everywhere.
on you because they don't have bladder. Like I don't know. Everything looks clean. They are cute as hell. All right, 2 more pictures and we're done. I promise. I just had to. I wanted to show you cute. I think it was called Animal Buddies. So it was like animals you wouldn't consider or you wouldn't think would match up,
Right.
helping each other out. Trying to
What's
in.
under the covers, damn it.
Yeah. That beast should knock him off the bed. Oh,
Just right.
oh. That's so cute.
Just give me a hug, damn it.
Right? Oh, it's so cute. All right, a tank. All right, with that.
Okay, wait. I will I will give you your scroller pig videos because I have found the stupidest thing ever. But my brain goes quiet.
What is it?
My brain never goes quiet, you guys. My
All right.
brain goes quiet.
Sure.
It is
sure.
a game. It is a game. So it's on my Xbox One.
Okay.
And I thought it is a power washer simulator.
Power washer.
I literally walk around and I did it on career mode. I was like, what the fuck is this? Right? It was free. I didn't pay for it. So you just see like the power washer nozzle,
Yeah.
like it's almost like shooter, like your first person,
Yeah.
right? And you
And
can
you just-
upgrade them.
you
You
just
get
clean
soap
stuff.
and you just clean stuff. I can playgrounds and houses, but yet I can do like the OCD thing. So I could go like all the bricks and then all the siding and then all the gutters and then all the roof. And then at the end, when I'm all done, it shows me a fast forward of my motions that I actually, the way I did it. And I'm like, it's so satisfying. I don't know why, but 2, I thought it was maybe just because you hear there's no music, there's no nothing, but you hear the water. Like the closer you get and on different materials, you hear it.
Mhm,
So I thought maybe it was like the white noise,
mhm.
but I've played it for the last 2 days. And last night I was getting tired of like the white noise. I was like, oh, okay, this is starting to bug me now. But yet I didn't want to stop because I had tried stopping a little bit earlier and my mind just immediately starts again. And I was like, whoa, no, I don't want that. So I muted it, but I turned on my music and then I started playing again and it still worked. I
Oh,
don't know what the hell is happening, but I have things that will quiet my mind. I have things that will dim it or, kind of pause it for a little short amount of time. I played like 4 hours last night. 4 hours. I cannot tell you the last time I've had 4 hours of uninterrupted peace in my brain that I was not stressing or reminiscing or ruminating on something, and I didn't. So
That's
silliest thing
amazing.
ever, but it works for me. So I'm running with it.
Well,
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Iron. Welcome back to Power Wash Simulator. I literally just woke up and I had to play more. I don't care what anyone says. I love this game. And I just
Right?
Power washer, and I have to use it. It's so good. And I've decided, I made a decision that like soap is fine, but universal cleaner is cheating, and it's too expensive anyway. Like I'm not
Don't
going to
use it.
soap because I love this this new washer anyway because it just blasts off, licks you in. Keep this family friendly, please. It just blasts away.
I
Like,
just finished the house.
Oh my god! Look at it, cuts right through. Oh, it's like a dream. Like this would
Yep.
probably be the. Oh yeah, that's a good approach.
You can stand, kneel, or crouch, or lay down. And that's how I do it too. Square,
Oh
square,
yeah,
square.
wait, I got the strategy. Oh my god, I got it, guys, I got it. Oh,
Not
I
the
got
left
it.
stick.
After all this time,
Not
I
the right
finally
stick.
figured it out. I got the strategy.
That's what I
Oh,
do.
this is how you do it. Okay, all that turning nonsense. No, you
Yep.
got to use the keyboard. You got to use the keyboard properly. If you don't, you're never gonna get done with anything. Oh, that's nice. This new God, I'm not even gonna know what to do with myself when I get the next upgrade of washer. It's gonna be spoiling. Like
I don't
it's gonna
need
be as if I have like unlimited soap, you know? And that's just cheating, you know? I ain't about that. This is about being meticulous. This is about being careful. This is about doing things right. This is about doing things by the book, you know? You gotta do things by the book or else you're never even gonna get any satisfaction out of your life. Oh my god. Record time. So freaking smooth. God, that's some smooth work. I'm just in utter glee all the time. I've never been happier. Yeah, what does it say about my life? Either like I'm living life to the best of my ability, or I'm like really missing something. Hey, I wasn't done.
Thank you.
I wasn't done. Honestly, this grime doesn't look too.
That's what I did. I was like, no.
Oh my god, yeah. Look at that.
wow. So
Did it. Oh my god.
if
You said
Markiplier,
everything I said.
Markiplier got 4 million views, just reviewing that, I think he has the same opinion that you do.
Yep. And I don't use any soap, and I've only upgraded once. And I
Well-
take my time.
Well, shit, I'm glad you found it. That was
Ah,
awesome.
yep.
And
And yeah, that last little bit, you're like, oh, I'm almost done. Hey, where did it go?
Took it away.
Damn it.
Oh, that's funny. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Perfect.
No, thank you.
Quiet your mind. Power wash simulator it is.
It works for me.
It's perfect. All right. So how do we get off this crazy ride?
Let me hear it.
Love one another and love yourself. Have a good
There
night.
you go. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.